What's up, men's physique fans, and welcome back to another video. We officially have 43 men's physique qualified Olympians stepping on stage in Las Vegas in just 16 weeks time, and 2 of those 43 were added to the list after these past weekend shows. We are just a few weeks away from seeing Sadik Hadzovic take the stage after a year hiatus, and guys, it is safe to say this might just be the best Sadik we have ever seen. Erin Banks is 4 weeks out from the Dubai Pro, and this is the biggest Erin Banks that I have ever seen up until this point. And it's safe to say, after last year, he's coming back for a vengeance, especially being that he will be sharing the stage with Kyron Holden again for a rematch of Legion Sports Festival. There is a lot to catch up on after this past weekend in the men's physique division, so let's sit back, relax, and enjoy this video.
Grapevine, but I ain't hearing nothing great. No, they wanna take it off from me, so I give what it takes. Whole life been a miracle, seen everything but a cape. Why would I stop now? Found everything on a journey, but another way. Look, I'm not.
The Alabama Pro took place this past weekend, and we have a new Olympian added to the list. But first, let's start off with the top 5, starting with Winston Sullivan. Guys, Winston Sullivan is a previous Olympian who stepped on stage in 2022 after winning the Daytona Pro, and he is definitely somebody, when he is fully on, can beat anybody on any given day. He is somebody who is round. He is somebody who is standing 6'2". He is a big individual who fills out his frame. He just needs to continue to bring in that next level of conditioning, and not only that, his posing has always been something that held him back from truly showing off the true potential of his physique, but he is getting closer and closer and closer to the package that he brought in 2022, where it was absolutely lights out. But again, when he is on, he will always be in that conversation at shows, simply due to his structure, his roundness, his overall shape, and I'm happy to see Winston Sullivan back in that first call out. And coming in at 4th place, we have the man who is most likely the most conditioned in any lineup that he does, in John Sarmiento. And again, another first call out for John. This has been a consistent trend in his career. I remember dating back to the DC Pro, when I first ever did my debut, John was absolutely lights out. And it was almost like an eye-opening experience for me to truly see what conditioning was in person in the Pro League. And John continues to set that standard and bar very high. Just 2 weeks ago, John stepped on stage at the DC Pro where he placed 3rd. And I believe he placed 3rd at the DC Pro at my pro debut back in 2021. So it's really cool to see the consistency that he brings. But the only thing that I consistently see with John that holds him back is the structure aspect. John will always be one of those guys who are consistently in the conversation at every show that he does, simply due to the fact that his conditioning is going to be one of the best in the shows, and his fullness is always on point. Now, he is not the biggest guy on stage, but he maximizes the muscle that he does have. He still needs to bring up his back, and the one thing that always seems to hold John back is simply the structure. He tends to lose to guys who are taller and, again, smaller waistline compared to their shoulder ratio. So it truly does depend on who shows up at these shows, but we've also seen John beat guys with great structure. So we hope to see John continue to push. Again, he manages what he can manage. He controls his variables and he controls what he can control, but it's only a matter of time. Again, all you need is one show. Right? When it comes to this sport, it's any given Sunday, and I do hope to see John continue to run the gauntlet to hopefully punch that ticket. And coming in at 3rd place, this is the athlete who I thought personally was going to win the show. I believe he has the highest ceiling of anybody in this lineup, in Anton Weatherspoon. Again, this is Anton's first show in, I believe, almost 2 years. And the last time we seen Anton step on stage, he was lights out. He stepped on stage at the Arnold Classic with Erin Banks and finished 3rd place. This man is just somebody who truly has all the potential in the world. Will have one of the best backs on stage, has one of the smallest waists on stage. I do think he looked a little undersized, or simply just not as full as I remember him seeing just from 2 years ago. But this is his first show back. He's going to get better. He's going to continue to improve on the look that he's already brought into this past weekend's show. And the cool thing about what I've seen this past weekend is not just his package or him being on stage, but how he responded and his overall excitement to the victor of this show, which we'll touch on. And coming in at 2nd place, and I feel like I've been saying this way too much about this athlete this season, we have Chevy Phillips. And again, Chevy with Coach Cuts, they do it again. They're this close to punching their ticket, just placing 2nd place behind Drew Cullen at the Toronto Pro. And the one thing that I have to say about Chevy, he simply is getting better and better and better with every show. I shared the stage with him this year at Optimum where I punched my ticket, and now this past weekend, again, a very, very close battle with him and Chris Barr. The one thing I will say is this: Chevy has had one hell of a season. He is somebody who's been to the Olympia stage before and is chasing that feeling again. And from somebody who's placed second and third so many times just last season, Chevy, keep it up, man. The redemption story is coming. And coming in at first place, and I am extremely honored and excited to say this name for the very first time, we have Chris Barr. And Chris has now punched his ticket to the very first Olympia. And guys, this has been a long time coming. Chris has been another one of those guys who has been chomping at the bits for a very long time and has now qualified for his first ever Olympia. And this is a big moment, a massive moment, because he is somebody who's been second, he's been third, he's been in almost every first call out you can think of, and has finally done it. Chris has a hell of a physique, a very balanced physique. The only thing that you could say about Chris Barr's physique that might not just be fitting of the men's physique division is simply his arms. His arms are massive. I mean, let's just be realistic. His arms are huge, but everything else fits beautifully, almost like a perfect puzzle piece, right? He's a very small waist, he has a great back, he has good shoulders, he just needs to continue to fill out his chest. We can always add density to our back, but yet and still has a great back. His conditioning was solid. It wasn't the best that I've seen of him, but for the first show, knowing that he's going to do more shows, he's only going to get better and better and better. If I'm not mistaken, he's already just 1 week out from stepping on stage again. So this man is not done. He could get 2 wins in one season after never having a win before. Like, wrap that in your head, man. This is so cool, and this is a very exciting time for men's physique. So Chris Barr, congratulations, and I will see you in Las Vegas, brother. We had 2 shows this past weekend, one here in the States and another overseas in Italy. The Flex Pro weekend did not disappoint. Our new 2024 qualified Olympian, a first-time qualified Olympian, we have Mateus Nearly. If you guys watched the last episode of NPR or the last breakdown video that I did, you guys heard me say this name. He's had one hell of a rise in the men's physique division. He was always this close to punching his ticket in previous years, and you can see why. His physique is men's physique. His physique is phenomenal. He is somebody with a very small waist. He is somebody with a great overall structure. He's a taller guy, and he is somebody who just simply needs to continue to fill out his frame in order to truly maximize his potential, but yet and still, and this is what I love about the taller men's physique athletes, or just the taller competitors in any division, they are to be feared. Because when they are somebody who are standing over 5'10" or 6 foot, however you want to look at it, these structures, when maximized, are emphasized. And when it comes to his look, that's all it took, was more time to emphasize. And the best thing is, he can continue to get better and better and better. And again, he's going to do that. We've proven it. He has proven it over the years, and now he has punched his ticket. Mateus Nearly is a very complete physique. He is somebody who brings the conditioning. He is somebody who has great posing. He has a great back. He has great shoulders. And the only thing he needs to continue to do is add that fullness to the chest, which are always going to be a taller guy issue. But nonetheless, Mateus, congratulations, man. You had one hell of a physique. The Flex Pro weekend was a hell of a show, and I was really excited to see you walk across that stage, and you certainly did not disappoint. Now, I know I jumped to Mateus, and I do not want to leave out the other top 3. Juan Gomez coming in at 3rd place. Congratulations. Another guy who has done multiple shows this past weekend. I believe this is his highest placing of the year. He also did the Arnold back in 2022, where he also got compared next to Aaron Banks and Diogo Montenegro. And again, he is somebody who's been a little inconsistent with the packages that he brings, but he nailed it this past weekend. If he can continue to work on that emphasis in his conditioning, he will always be in that conversation. Again, amazing structure, great back, just overall completeness, just needs to continue to fine tune. And Andre Amato, a guy who I was not familiar with going into this show, but certainly I will be paying close attention because that level of conditioning was truly eye-opening. Massive fan of his physique, and I truly believe it would have been a shock of a weekend if Mateus never stepped on that stage and Andre won the 2024 Flex Pro weekend, because I'm telling you guys right now, this package is certainly worthy of a win, because I'm not seeing this level of conditioning on a lot of guys, especially here in the States. So, brother, you might want to hop on a plane. There's a lot of shows left, and you want to make sure that you go to battle, because I'm telling you right now, this physique is worthy of an Olympia qualification. So congratulations, guys. Again, the Flex Pro weekend was one hell of a show. I'm going to be making sure that I pay attention to the shows overseas so I can keep you guys up to date with some names that you might not be familiar with, but certainly will very soon. This past weekend at Junior Nationals in Chattanooga, Tennessee, try spelling that, I witnessed 8 men's physique athletes' dreams come true, going from amateur to professional. This is a feat that many of us chase, and only a handful obtain. I want to take a quick second to welcome our new IFBB pros. Congratulations to Sanook Sanati, Reginald Williams, Malcolm Jones, Enoch Gotti, Casey Sonier, Antonio Bradley, and Adane Benekahud. And guys, I'm telling you guys right now, I've been to a lot of national shows over the years, and this was one hell of a battle. It might just be the best overall battle that I've seen in a very, very long time. These guys showed up and were all deserving of earning their IFBB Pro card. But there's one guy who reigned supreme on this day, and that was Tony Pope, who not only won the overall in the men's physique division, but also earned his pro card in the classic physique division. Where do you guys see Tony maximizing his potential in the most? Is it classic physique or is it men's physique? Because I will say this, he will have to grow in both in order to maximize that potential, but I do like him in men's physique. Now, granted, he has a good set of legs on him. He has great flow, great structure, so he could easily make that transition in the classic one day. But selfishly, Tony, let's stay in the men's physique division, brother. You look absolutely phenomenal. Congratulations on not only becoming a pro, but also beating other pros on that day. Don't forget that, right? You won the overall, so you beat other pros. So again, brother, congratulations. We are just a few weeks out from the return of Sadik Hadzovic, and guys, this just might be the best Sadik that we have ever seen. I mean, these updates leading into the show are showing a sign of Sadik that I've never seen before, a confidence in Sadik that I have never seen before. If this is the last time he steps on stage, let's be real, he is going out with a bang. So from my understanding, he was originally setting his sights on stepping on stage at the Tampa Pro. So you better believe if that is the case, I will be there. But I believe he is now setting his sights on a show that's earlier. And from the timeline that he is announcing, it seems like it could be the Chicago Pro. So if that's the case, we will be seeing Sadik very, very soon. But let's take a look at his most recent updates, because I'm telling you guys right now, they are truly jaw-dropping. This is the most conditioned that I've seen Sadik leading into a show, which has always been something that he has just stood out when it came to everybody else on stage. But more importantly, like, look at this back shot. Like, look at this. This has always been a weak point for Sadik, but this doesn't seem like a weak point right now, and we still have a lot of time into the show. I mean, this is absolutely insane. He looks crispy, a lot more detail than I've ever seen, and I'm telling you guys right now, if Sadik brings the package that we're seeing now and continues to improve on this, he won't just be qualified for the Olympia. He might just be trying to pull the Ryan Terry, a legend finally breaking into that top call out and then that win. I don't know, guys. What do you guys think? Do you think that Sadik could actually win the Olympia after all this time, after a lifetime of practically placing seconds in his early career? Could this be the best Sadik, and if so, will he win? Over the years, Erin Banks has been known as more of a boastful individual. After last season, I've seen a complete shift in his personality and also his approach to the way that he presents himself online. His actions are speaking louder than his words this time. If you look at these most recent updates, it's safe to say this Erin is coming with a vengeance. After last season, placing third at the Mr. Olympia and then second just a few weeks prior at the Legion Sports Festival, I truly have seen a shift in Erin Banks. And it seems like this is a more focused version of Erin, a almost redemption feeling in his path, because he's going to have the opportunity to go head to head with Kyron Holden again, a rematch of Legion Sports Festival in Dubai. If Erin Banks continues to improve the way that we've been seeing him improve, guys, not only do I believe he will win in Dubai, but I'm telling you guys right now, mark my words, we're gonna have to come back to this video. Erin Banks will earn his title back and be the second men's physique athlete to lose a title and gain a title back. I love Ryan Terry. I am a massive fan of his physique. But when you maximize Ryan Terry's potential and then Erin Banks' potential, I am still a firm believer that the max version of Erin Banks will be reigning supreme and is the #1 athlete in the men's physique division. But I'm curious to know what you guys think about this. I know there's been a lot of controversy. I know there's people who prefer Ryan's look over Erin's, but again, both maxed out. I just can't see anybody beating Erin yet. But nonetheless, these updates are lights out. I'm so excited to see what he does on the stage here in just a few weeks. And make sure you tune in to NPR because we're going to be keeping a very close eye on his progression. And now that we're caught up on all of the news in the men's physique division, I wanted to take a quick second to simply thank you guys for the love and support on this channel. Guys, there's no question. With Hart Mcgrath retiring, it definitely hurts what we're trying to build here in the men's physique division. But I'm honored to not only take over his channel to push the NPR podcast and continue to add value and insight and just simply education and entertainment, but also continuing the men's physique analysis on this channel. I am not Hart Mcgrath. I'm not trying to be Hart Mcgrath, but I wouldn't be where I am if it weren't for Hart Mcgrath. So this is me saying thank you to Hart, and also thank you to you guys for simply embracing and enjoying this content, because we're going to keep it coming. The men's physique division is just heating up, and I feel like I say that often, but if you really think about who's still left to qualify and how close we are to the Olympia already, it's just heating up. So as always, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And hold on. If you are looking for coaching, please make sure that you sign up in the link below. Now that I am not traveling for my shows, I am taking on a select few clients, whether you're lifestyle, off-season, or prep, it doesn't matter. I want individuals who want to work hard and simply maximize their potential. If you are going into an off-season, if you are getting ready for a prep, if you want to get nationally qualified and earn your IFBB Pro card, make sure you click the link below. I will get back to you guys very soon. And as always, I love you. I appreciate you. And until the next one, see you soon. Peace.